wake up to the smell of your perfume as the morning light bursting through the curtains. Stuck in the limelight, trying to get my mind right. Head still spinning to the pattern of the stage lights now. We've got to get a grip, cause every other night seems to end up like this. Not that I'm complaining, girl, I'm only saying, don't you want a jacket when the weather's like this? Now I'm chasing the last bus home. Should have been back an hour ago. Lost track of time, keeping you up right, darling. Your makeup's smeared all over my cheeks, and I'm too high to go to sleep. I got a feeling this ain't a one night thing, cause I'm intoxicated by the vodka in your eyes, and the warm taste of rum and coke glistens in your smile. I don't care about the stories, cause I can't be asked to read. So let's just spend the moment like we haven't got next week. Still I'm getting home.
Welcome to Local Distortion. On this podcast, I'll be talking to the best up-and-coming independent artists and bands. I am your host, Daniel Kirk. My guest this week is Anthony Rubery.
You're amazing.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah. Nice and cosy.
It is very cosy in here. We like to start off with, can you describe your sound in just 3 words?
Let's go with a new sound, because let's forget about the old stuff, let's go on to the new sound. So, orchestral.
Orchestral.
Hip-hop. Oh, is hip-hop what, 2 words?
Well, there's like a little hyphen in it.
We're hyphenating it, so...
Yeah.
Electronic. Oh shit, I didn't say... Oh no, fine, electronic, that'll do. Electronic. I'm going to change hip-hop, because electronic, orchestral, distorted.
Distorted.
Basically, I've got I've picked 3 songs in my head and I've summed them all up in 1 word. So there's my 3 words.
We'll go with that. yeah.
Basically,
I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah, I started when I started like working on this new sound that I've been going for. I wanted something different, and so like.
So is it like completely different to your?
Yeah,
previous
it's fairly
EP?
different. Yeah, and like I wanted to just make it bigger and better, and so obviously the first thing I thought to do was put strings over everything, and a gong.
A gong.
Literally, a gong makes anything better. The whole album is just.
Do you record all your stuff for ARU?
I do it in my flat now.
Because they have a gong there, don't they?
Yeah,
I've seen Grassroots playing around with that.
Yeah, they've been working at Compass House, which is like part of ARU but not on site. And they've got all the fun toys. They've got like, massive desks and everything. I've just got my room. I've got a MIDI keyboard on orchestral kit. Gong 1 or
little
gong
demo
2.
thing.
Yeah.
With
enough panning, it sounds brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you remember the first album you ever bought?
As in, I bought myself.
Yeah, like you saved up and you bought it with your pocket money.
I think the first one that I bought, I think it was Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was obviously like whenever I wanted a CD when I was a kid, like I'd just say, "Oh, Mum, can you get me a CD?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, go on in." But it kind of got to the stage where I was kind of like buying little things for myself, and I was like, I just got really into Michael Jackson. I was like, you know what, I want a CD, and I went and got it from HMV.
Yeah, the good old days.
The good old days. Yeah, I think that was it.
Can't really fault that. It's not really like a bad choice.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there wasn't some great ones like in the lines. It didn't go Thriller, Beatles, like it's a load of legendary ones. I think I went through a phase of Busted and McFly, so they would definitely,
they come up a lot. Yeah,
they were definitely up there on the CDs.
But they did inspire a lot of people, so fair play to them. Guess
they inspired each other, I suppose. Busted died and McFly like, yeah, go on, we'll have a bit of that.
Yeah, and then they combined for a little bit, and
there will always be 12-year-old girls and boys that every time they put an album out will be like, yes, McFly.
Not even that, now they've come back, like everyone our age like loves them.
To be honest, I was going to go to their like McBusted mega tour, and then I had, what's it called? I was about to say arthritis there. And then I had arthritis, so I was in appendix, that's the one. I had my appendix out and I missed it on Easter Sunday. Damn. Apparently it's shit though, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think they had 2 bassists.
It was
the bassist from McFly and Busted on the stage at the same time.
Yeah, I to be honest, I think they didn't really care because they sold like the whole tour out in every country in like 2 minutes because everyone was like, it's gonna be sick. And so
nostalgia's a funny thing.
It really is, yeah.
I mean, you should probably just stop now and then
like,
just announce your comeback in like 10 years' time, and you'll be like selling out
But we were actually
the
talking
Junction
about
and everything.
in uni today. I was with two mates and we were talking about just dropping music and not earning enough to pay back our student loan, and then when we hit 50 and we don't have to pay student loan anymore, just like make a massive comeback tour.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then just beat the system.
Yeah. I did want to talk about the previous EP,
Yes.
but you're kind of saying that you're kind of just like that now.
Yes and no. I mean, I wouldn't be here without the first EP.
Yeah.
And like it was a lot of what I was inspired by, but I realised, I don't know, it was kind of like the end of the summer. I had like this like epiphany, and I was like, I've been inspired by all of these people, and yet I'm being influenced by so little of them in my music. So I kind of just sat back and broadened everything and looked back a bit further, and then this new sound has kind of come out of it. But we can talk about the old stuff. I mean, Intoxicate is the most overplayed song ever. So
in every charity shop.
In every charity shop. So, yeah, we can talk about that.
So why did you call the EP Rough Sketch?
Because it was a rough sketch of where I was heading and of what I wanted myself to sound like. It turns out that I've literally just rubbed it all out and started again. But
Yeah.
that gives
The
me...
next one's going to be called like Eraser.
Yeah, just like redo.
Yeah.
Because I had other ideas that were a bit less acoustic pop that I wanted to play around with in the future, which is now. So
Or like proper electric guitar, that type of thing? Or?
yeah, that wasn't on straight away, but on the new song it was like a massive part of it. But just a more electronic vibe on like
okay.
I've got a song called Ordering to Go that I've had written for like ages now, and it didn't fit the EP. It wasn't the right type of sound, so I held it back, and it was something that I wanted to do eventually. Yeah, I actually referenced the EP in that song. Don't know what else to say about that.
We were talking about the old EP, and then we've just come back onto talking about the new stuff
Oh,
again.
yeah. Shameless.
So what's the new single going to be?
The new single's called Temptations. It's out on March 16th. I said 16th, really like shit stink. It sounded like it. Forget it. It's out on March 16th, which is a Friday, which is coincidentally the day that I play the Junction.
Very convenient.
Grassroof. Yeah, I
How'd
mean,
you manage that?
It was a really complicated marketing strategy. We got the Junction gig and we were like, when should we put the single? We're like, there's an idea. I've got an idea here, boys. So yeah, it's out March 16th. We're doing a video for it on Saturday with a 4-foot snake.
Yeah, I kept seeing you posting statuses about a snake.
Yeah, I just I don't know why, but as soon as we started planning the video, I was like, "There's got to be a snake." It references the garden. The lyrics reference the Garden of Eden. So in my head, I was like, "A snake and an apple has got to happen." Yeah. But then I just became obsessed with this snake, and so
what's the snake going to be doing?
Just chilling on my shoulders, hopefully. The guy that
that's kind of gangster.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be sick. Who doesn't want a snake in their video? So yeah,
that's pretty random.
The guy that's actually bringing the snake, like I was talking to him about it, I said I want like a largish python, and he replied like in my head he said it really like deadpan and serious, like to me a large python is about 15 foot, and I was like. 15 foot. That's like.
I mean, how long did you want your snake to be?
I mean, I just wanted it to go on my shoulders, not to eat me alive. That's like the basilisk.
Yeah.
Where'd you find like a 15-foot python? Like
in that guy's house, clearly.
No, he didn't have one. That's why he was questioning how long he wanted it, because he hadn't got a full-grown one yet.
Oh, okay.
So his smallest was 6 foot.
Oh, so
and I was like, still taller than me. I know I'm a short person, but I'm not having a video where even the snake's taller than me, so we went for 4 foot. And we're also getting a throne, and I had to we're hiring this throne. This video is going to be so sick.
Yeah, you're going to be like on a boat as well.
Yeah, it's in a barn. There's I wanted fire in it, but then we thought barn fire, probably not a good idea. So I was like, yeah, we're going to there's going to be a throne.
This sounds very intriguing.
If it goes how it's looking in my head, it's going to be
or it's
like
going to look
sensational.
really weird.
Yeah, either that. It's just going to look really odd.
Yeah.
It's just going to be me sat there on an oversized chair with a snake
In a barn.
and an apple in a barn. Yeah, and people are going to see it for actually what it is. They're not going to see the mystery behind it.
I can't wait to see this video now.
Well, it's out on March 16th, as is my new single Temptations, as is my Junction gig. So yeah.
Are you going to take the throne and the snake on stage with you? Or
Well, the throne is actually only hired until Wednesday, so that might not work. And the snake is £100 per snake handler. And I haven't really got the funds to just be splashing out snake handlers left, right and centre. So.
Maybe on your comeback tour.
Maybe when I've actually got a record deal. Like,
Yeah.
What did you spend your advance on? Snakes and thrones. The usual shit.
That'd be a great EP, Nate. Snakes and Thrones. Yeah.
That's actually quite cool, actually.
Yeah. You can have
I'm
that.
going to add that. I've got
20%.
I've got a ton of potential EP names in a list somewhere.
Okay.
So I'm going to add that to the list. Whereas,
you can read them out if you want. Maybe people can decide which one they like best.
There's one called... I've got an idea called Trip.
Trip.
Yep. Where's the actual list of them? I know there's one called Always a Wannabe. I got that from Matt Hayes, the bassist in History and Law.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound very good.
Well, we're talking about the old stuff, and they always joke, well, everyone jokes, because it kind of does, it sounds exactly like Ed Sheeran, so they call me an Ed Sheeran wannabe. And now with the new stuff, he's calling me a Post Malone wannabe, so like I just took it as always a wannabe.
What would you say Matt is a wannabe of, though, if you could? Because he's probably going to listen to us.
Yeah, I've got to pick something good now. Well, I suppose a simple one would be he's a wannabe, the old bassist. But that's...
but who's better?
Wow. Right, I'm going to analyse this. So, when I watched History and Law, he had a real element on stage. Like he looks like he was just stood there, but he was really getting into it. And also, he used to dress up. Like
I don't know. Last time I did see History and Law, Matt was wearing some funky trousers.
Yeah, but to be honest, he doesn't really dress up like that. That's just him on a day-to-day basis.
They did look like pyjamas.
Yeah, so like, I'd if Matt can start going dressed up as like a sailor with the hat and everything on stage, but until then he's just the new bassist. I'm sorry, Matt.
Brilliant. I'm so glad.
We took a real detour.
Yeah, I'm
just
so glad
started firing shots at bassists.
For the people who don't know Matt, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Should I give him a shout out so the people that don't know him can go and find him?
Yeah, or just follow History and Law and he'll pop up.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
That was a more straightforward way of doing it. In hindsight, we can edit that bit out. Just so if you're looking for Matt at home, then follow History and Law. It's History and Law, spelled Lore, and you'll find Matt, I'm sure. And then we'll edit out the bit where I just
gave away his home address. This is where you can find him.
Tell him to dress up. Should we get back? I think we've just gone even further off the road.
Yeah.
Right, let's start walking back towards
just
the
bullying Matt on
road.
the podcast. He's not even here. Shall we play a song on the podcast?
Shall we?
Yes. I'll let you decide.
See, I mean, we could go for one on the EP, or I could do like a really out there thing and just play the new single.
Yeah, I mean, this will come out just before
The Junction gig on March 16th.
Yeah.
Which is the same day that the single comes out and the video. And everyone should check it out.
Yeah, that day.
That day.
That convenient day.
Yeah. Please don't rip this next song. It's not out for another week.
I mean, I could fade it out at the end so it doesn't play all of it.
Either that or
really annoy people.
Should we just do some random ad-libs over it and then so no one will actually want it?
Add in foghorn noises or something. Or air horn noises.
Because then the gong on the drop will have an air horn in it. It'll be like... Oh yeah! I'm just going to send that to my producer.
We need an air horn.
We need an air horn now.
I guess.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's play Temptations. So this next song is called Temptations. It is my new single, which is out on March 16th. It's got a video. I'm playing at the Junction. Yeah, I hope you like it. It's kind of like the first song of my new sound. So please enjoy.
Miles away.
ask if there was going to be biscuits here. So we went to Huntingdon Radio and I took my mate Nathan.
Oh, they're giving people biscuits now?
No, he was expecting a biscuit, like because he'd never been on radio before, and I was like, come on, I'll take you along.
No, we used to give people Coke and then that stops. Well, you kept drinking it all, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Just doing lines in the studio.
I mean, we're cool, but we're not that cool.
Everyone's just off their tits. That'd make the interview a bit more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just got like the whole band and the drummer's just got Coke Rage in the background. What did you say? What did you say? Oh, we all know that.
I can't believe
guy.
that's where your mind went straight away. Just like, oh
Don't
yeah,
know
this
why.
looks like a crack den.
It doesn't, that's the thing.
Crap den, yeah.
We weren't recording that, were we? Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll leave all that in.
Mum, I don't do drugs.
Let's talk about Grateful.
Let's talk about it.
Why wasn't that on the EP? Was that like a new one, or?
See, Grateful was a bit of a weird one. See, this one links into the EP, so you might be able to get some EP questions in. So, like,
Okay, I will listen.
what's up? You see, yeah, I dropped the EP in March last year, and I put Intoxicated, the first song on the EP, into the Unsigned chart, and that was kind of like the lead single for that, although I never actually released it as a single. And it kind of just went a bit nuts from there. Like, we broke 2 records on the Unsigned chart, we won an award, and so I kind of wanted to say thank you in some way to everyone, because the chart is all done by people voting every week, and so like people had voted for like 20 weeks straight to keep me at number 1. It was quite sick to think about, so I wanted to drop something, and I made this beat that I was just working on as a beat, and then I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna write something over it. Like, and then we shot a video on my iPhone in a park, and like the slow motion scene at the first is so bad quality, it's like and then we just dropped it, and I didn't speak to my manager about whether it was a good idea or not. I just did it because it was something that I wanted to do.
What did he say about it?
He said that apparently he got mixed reviews from his mates, but and from people in Newcastle. But to be honest, it was something
Avoid
I wanted
Newcastle
to do.
from there.
Yeah, they don't put that in fancy. But yeah, it was just something I wanted to do, so I did it. My music's always been about, like, this whole new sound has just been because I wanted to do it. And I think that if there's no point doing music if you're gonna do it to make a certain demographic happy. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
do it
it's
to
gotta
make,
be
do it to make
gotta
you
be
happy,
something,
and if people
yeah.
like it, then sick.
Yeah,
So that
and I
was
think
my
people
outlook.
do appreciate that more because they can just tell that it
Yeah,
is.
I think I can
an
make
honest-
better music if it's something that I want to do,
Yeah.
because it's something I want to do, rather than banging out 10 rough sketches. It's I can put my time and effort into one new like body of work that I actually really like. I got really deep.
It did.
We've just come out of a song, and before that we were laughing and joking, and now we've got it down into like
We get
why do
serious
music.
now.
Yeah, we got deep.
So what are your future plans for the rest of 2018? Because we're still very early on in the year. Obviously, you've got the single coming out, but what else?
Is that the single that comes out on March 16th?
Yeah.
And we've got a video for it with a snake and a throne, and we're
Yeah,
playing the
yeah, that
Junction.
one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Temptations. Anyway, so yeah, we're dropping the single on March 16th. We're doing a video, and we're going to be at the Junction. And then from that, it's just I had like last year was manic, and I took like the end of the year off to just chill for a bit and write some new stuff and work on some new sound. And so it's Chinese New Year today. It's not
is it?
Chinese New Year today. But it's Chinese New Year today on the day that we are recording this.
Yes.
It's not now, so don't go and start expecting some like Chinese takeaway or something, because it's not coming. Not that it's going to come on Chinese New Year.
Is Chinese New Year relevant to what you're
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to say?
So my fortune cookie told me that this year I am going to become who I am.
Oh, okay.
And I think that sums it up. I took a bit of another detour, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
back
took
on
a
the
while
point.
getting there.
This year I'm going to become who I am, so I'm just going to drop loads of new music that I love, and we just...
I want some of that.
Fortune cookie, clearly.
Yeah. Don't know what was in them, but they were sick. So yeah,
my last fortune cookie said like "Help me, I can't escape" or something. So, I don't know what that meant.
To be fair, this is the first like fortune cookie I've ever had where it said something that's half relatable. It's like this year I've always said this is the year I'm gonna go for it. And my fortune cookie just gave me a pat on the back and was like, you go girl, you make the most of this year. So I'm going to do what my fortune cookie has told me, and I'm gonna drop some new singles, just see where it takes me, just keep working. I've said to myself that my student loan is just gonna go on promoting myself and getting myself out there. So I'm ready.
That's the best thing to spend it on.
Yeah, I'm ready to be broke by the end of the year.
Yeah, I spent mine on like clothes. I bought a 15-foot swimming pool as well, and a like big TV.
I think I need to reevaluate how I'm spending mine.
When I dropped out and I had some money left over, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy a swimming pool.
Fair enough. I bought a snake for one day. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep looking forward and just enjoy this year. Work hard, but enjoy it, and just see where it takes me. If I get signed or good things happen, then sick. If I'm back,
if it doesn't, then it's the fortune cookie's fault.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, the fortune cookie sold me a dream, and I believed it. What a fool! What a fool! I'm not celebrating Chinese New Year next year. Well, to be fair, this year is the year of the dog, and I just feel like that's my year. I love dogs.
Oh, this is gold.
If there was any year to make it in the year of the dog for me. I think that's got to be a personal goal for me, to make it in the year of the dog. Shout out my dogs, Florence and Floyd. They just sat at home.
Okay, that kind of makes sense if you have dogs.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not just a random fan of dogs. Although there are a lot of those people out there. Yeah. I mean, dogs are quite just generically liked animals.
Yeah. We'll move on.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of your personal highlights.
Yeah. Right. Let's start from the beginning. I'm going to go from my Instagram and do this because I always put things.
We mentioned all like the award stuff. And
yeah. We'll go back
to charity
shops.
Success.
So personal memories. I mean, I remember success. I remember my first gig really clearly. The first one I did.
Where was that?
It was upstairs there was a racetrack near where I live, and it was kind of like above.
Where do you live?
East London, Barkingside. Except this is the racetrack's in Ilford, which is somewhere I don't like to often keep myself with. Anyway, sorry to people at Ilford, I love you all. But yeah, I played above this thing. And
pub venue,
running field. That's the one.
Yeah,
it was a 400 meter running track that people run on. And I played this gig, and I remember I'd written had these ideas for 2 songs. And I was like, oh shit, I've got a gig tomorrow. I'm going to finish these 2 songs. Or it might have been that day. I think it was that day. And so about 4 o'clock, I finished writing these songs, and then I took them to this gig with no practice whatsoever, and obviously forgot every word to them. And I remember I sung like the first verse over and over again, and I've since dropped them because I've found out that I still don't know the words to them. Yeah, so that was a fun gig, and literally all of my mates came, and like they came from all over the place, and it was just a really nice vibe. So that was fun. I remember my first headline gig was good. I did it was the Ilford Guild Hall, literally down the road from the first gig. There must have been about 200 people there, and then 2 people started a fight at the bar, and so and everyone was like, "Oh shit, a fight! I'm going to watch it." And so like I was on with like 6 people in front of me, like, thanks for sticking around, guys. And everyone else was just beating each other up outside. I want to talk about notable ones. Oh, I opened for the Ordinary Boys. Do you remember the Ordinary Boys?
Yeah, they're still going. Or are they doing the whole nostalgia thing now, coming back?
Well, they are. No, it was one of them ones where they should be doing the nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Like, they should be playing the old bangers that people remember, but they're playing the new stuff, and everyone's like, nah, let's not do that.
That's just bad business.
But yeah, that was a fun gig. That was at the Garage in London, and it was like a
nice.
massive venue.
Yeah.
And it was like my first experience on like a big stage.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
pretty cool.
this is epic.
Shame it was with them, but
Yeah, I mean...
it's still like a
Yeah, and that's the
big name.
picture I got from it.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, if I'm doing this, I'm doing it properly. I got everyone to get their lights up. It was sick. Yeah, and then the Junction in December, it was sick alongside all of these people that are people that I want to be like.
Yeah,
in
you played
Cambridge.
with Tom Lumley and
Yeah,
a few others.
Tom Lumley. So that was cool to be on that bill. It was just a sick night, and we all got really pissed after. It was just a good night.
So have you got any crazy or funniest moments? I mean, the fight's pretty crazy, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the fight was... I mean, I didn't actually see it.
Oh.
But from what I was told about it, someone bottled someone. Bear in mind that the Guildhall building is actually being used as Ilford Catholic Club.
Oh.
So there's a church next door, and so someone bottled someone, and then the other guy was like, "Why did you bottle me?" and so swang him, and then it just... We were like 17, so obviously any sort of violence was like the main thing going down. So everyone just like collapsed on it.
Yeah.
And you got like the old 60-year-old guy behind the bar just like trying to break it all apart. It was incredible. I think I bought 40 Jaeger bombs that night.
40?
Yeah.
Not all for yourself?
No, they weren't all for myself. But I got quite a nice little pay from it, and I was like, you know what? All of these people have come to support me. And I bought everyone Jaeger bombs, everyone that was around at the end. And then I just blew all the money. It was a really bad decision in hindsight. Like, if I do go big and release a good album, I'm not gonna spend it all on Jaeger bombs. So I've learned that lesson. See, it's a journey.
You just spend it on fortune cookies instead.
only if the fortune cookie this year was right. This is his last chance.
Oh, okay.
I'm done with the bullshit.
Now, would you like to start a rumour about yourself? Because artists out there kind of have rumours about them. They may or may not be true. So would you like to start your own one?
The girl dancing in the video for Temptations is actually my nan. And this has come from a Facebook post where I was searching for an actress, and my nan on Facebook replied to it and said, "I'll do it." You'll see the video when it comes out on March 16th.
So it's not really a rumour then? Is your nan
yeah.
actually in it?
No, she's not. That was the rumour. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to say no, I would not like to start a rumour about myself, because I can't do that, because I've already covered everything. My whole life. I've already just uncovered every rumour that I could drop.
You're the first person to refuse to answer that question.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
At the end of the show, I might just
That's
drop
like my
it.
best question.
I might just drop this rumour.
Yeah.
And you won't know it's a rumour because I'll have thought about it, and I'm just going to drop it as if it's
Okay.
real. So it's going to be a rumour.
Alright.
If I think of anything. If not, then we'll just forget this bit ever happened.
What are your music career goals? Playing certain venues, festivals, or bands that you'd want to share the stage with?
I said in the lyrics to Grateful that I would be on main stage Glastonbury, so I feel if I didn't do that, it would kind of be a letdown for myself after writing lyrics saying that I was going to be
you set the bar pretty high there.
Yeah, I mean... I know.
Not even like the pyramid stage?
Well, no, we're going main stage.
It's main stage or nothing.
This 2017 me,
Yeah.
just decided that that's where I was setting the bar. So now 2018 me, with the help of the fortune cookie, has to fulfil that. I haven't got a set idea of what I want to do. I want to just live it and not think about it too much. But I just want to be like the best. If that's without sounding too cookie, I just want to be up there. I just want to be like someone that people actually listen to, and not just my mum and my nan. So the barn in which we filmed the Temptations video, which is out on March 16th, I'm also going to be playing at the Junction on that day.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that.
Have I mentioned that? Oh, we can edit that bit out. Yeah.
No, we'll leave it.
We'll leave it. All right then, just in case. It's actually located in 14 different countries in 14 different barns. Mm-hmm.
Made to all look the same.
The edit was brilliant. I've got to shout out Tom Norris for the absolutely stellar edit, of which I haven't seen yet because we haven't actually filmed it yet. But I will have seen it by when this comes out, so it's going to be a
Well, he's
brilliant...
got a very good track record, obviously. with
He
Press a
does.
Button,
He
so-
does, yeah. So yeah, I'm trusting him, and he paid for all the he paid for all the plane tickets, bless his heart. And we did it in a weekend. We just found a barn, went in it, shot, and then just got on the plane and did it again. It was a really long weekend, but it was well worth it. And the snake we had to get on each plane, that like had to hide
Snakes
that.
on the plane.
Yeah, we had to hide that. We didn't have the insurance to get a snake on the plane, so we just hid it. I'm not going to go into where we could have hidden it because I just thought about it.
I wasn't even going to go there, but yeah, we'll leave the
nuts.
rumour there. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for aspiring musicians?
Don't listen to people that think they know everything and think that you should do this or be that, because you could listen to them and they might be right. They might know what they're on about and it might do you wonderfully, but you won't know how, and you might get really big, but you won't know how or why you did it. And I feel like that's a massive skill, to know why you are where you are.
It also probably helps you stay there a lot longer, I guess.
Yeah,
If you do it yourself and you're not relying on other people so
Exactly.
much.
I feel like that's a big part of it, and I would say enjoy the journey of it and let it take you where it's going to take you, and don't try and obviously like do your best to get as far as you can, but don't go for the X Factor route to fame. Like just live it and enjoy it.
Do you ever get messages from them?
From X Factor? Well, I actually, but before I actually started doing the music properly, I went for The Voice.
Did you actually do it?
Well,
Or did you just apply?
I applied for it and got through to like the last audition before it actually got to being on the show.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it, and I said to myself, like, that's it telling me that I'm supposed to do it myself. So I did, and it hasn't done me badly so far.
Yeah, and those contracts that they give people are just the fucking worst anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I was never going to do the X Factor. Like, literally, as soon as I did my first gig, like, people were like, oh my god, you should go on the X Factor, you can sing, you should go on the X Factor.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I think every like solo artist who's come in here, they just get bombarded with people saying that.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
it's just not for me.
No.
It never was, but I thought The Voice is a bit different, and
it's the same production company though.
Is it?
Yeah,
I didn't know
ironically.
that.
But it is now. I don't think it was originally.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I don't know if it was them before, but
Yeah.
it was kind of like, rather than the X Factor as you go on and sing a song every week, it was kind of what attracted it to me in my head was the idea of like working with one of the panel and like building this skill. Anyone that's thinking about doing it, don't. It's not as fun as you think it's going to be.
I think just if you want to do it, try and be a solo artist, but join a band as well.
Yeah, this is the best. Doing it like for yourself and starting playing a gig in pubs to no one, and then playing the Junction.
Yeah, because you build up credibility there,
exactly,
and you build up a fan base rather than getting shoved into people's faces and that kind of route. Just there's no backup, is there?
Yeah,
if it fails,
that's the thing,
you're just right down at the bottom again. Whereas with this, you've always got something to fall back on because you've built it all up yourself.
Yeah,
so.
like I've been doing a lot of the production myself, so I feel if this wasn't to go well, I could enjoy a career in production and be decent at it. So yeah,
that's good.
Got deep again.
Maybe people need to know this stuff, and obviously
they do.
Because a lot of people think, oh, you can only do it the X Factor way.
Yeah.
But there's so many ways to do it, and even if it doesn't turn out exactly how you planned it, you could still easily make a living out of music.
Definitely.
So.
Your mum was always right when she told you patience was a virtue. It was just really annoying to hear week in, week out. That's my advice.
Listen to your mum.
Yeah, listen to your mum.
And fortune cookies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Whenever you get given a fortune cookie, just open it. Just in case. It's good.
So last question now is guilty pleasures. So that's songs or artists that you secretly love, which you might not want to admit because,
Nah, Dua Lipa is definitely not. It's definitely not a guilty pleasure. That album is sick.
I'm not familiar with that one, so I can't judge you on that.
It's a great album. The drop in one particular song just like takes over my body for.
Does it have a gong in it?
It doesn't, but it should do. that would be like instant orgasm. Right, guilty pleasures. I love cheesy 80s music. I'll tell you what I love. I'm doing a gig mainly of covers tomorrow at a pub, and let's just look through the set list because sometimes ABBA. Is that a guilty pleasure though?
It's brought up a lot actually.
ABBA's
so
brilliant.
it's kind of not because everyone kind of loves ABBA. So
Britney Spears.
yeah, she didn't come up a lot.
No, we'll put her down then because she's sick.
You covering one of her songs tomorrow?
I'm
or-
covering Toxic. It's going to be sick.
Nice.
Who else we got? I mean, listen,
Avril Lavigne.
Avril
Was that-
Lavigne is not. Listen, we in uni actually we had to study her, and I don't know
What?
I don't know if anyone knows about the downfall of Avril Lavigne, but they should. She's now doing K-pop,
What is K-pop?
Korean pop.
Oh, is she? Oh,
But
is that
it's-
where she's gone?
Exactly. That's where she's gone. Apparently, all the Koreans love her. We were looking at like artists that were really big for like a short spell, and I think that's how we came onto
I
her.
don't know. She had
She
had quite a
someone brought it up, and
big
I was like,
career.
kind
of.
Well, she's a guilty pleasure of mine, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Although her new stuff is awful.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's got. Can I play it? No, we'll don't get done for copyright.
We'll get flagged.
It's just like it's got like a dubstep beat to it,
Oh no.
but it's.
Avril, no.
I think the song is called Hello Kitty.
Oh, so cliche.
Yeah, and it's just like Hello Kitty while I say, and the drop is like immense. Like
I'm gonna put a link in the description and find it on YouTube,
yeah, you
so
definitely
everyone
should.
can see it.
That's the better way of doing it. Yeah, have your own opinions on it. But her old stuff, have your old stuff. Complicated.
Yeah. I mean, what was that actually her though, or was she like produced?
To be honest,
Or
I'm
do
not
we
gonna.
not
I'm not
know?
gonna look. I'm not gonna look into it. I don't want to know. I'm happy.
Because that would kind of ruin the mystique. if
Exactly,
you
I'm
find
happy
out
that I
she
had-
was a corporate.
Oh, I mean, she probably was. Like, listen back to some of
I
the
mean,
songs
probably
she did.
2006 maybe she did, but
Um,
I want to hope and pray that the first album was all her.
I mean,
I'm gonna hold on to that.
a 10-year-old me had a crush on Avril Lavigne, so I wish I would never say a bad word about the old Avril Lavigne because she was my idol.
Okay.
I think we've gone possibly too far into that guilty pleasure thing.
Yeah.
Who are you inspired by? You know, the usual.
I love Avril. Do you like to play a gig with Avril one day, maybe?
No. Not if she's doing her new stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
She goes back to the roots and does
yeah.
like the first album in its
Remastered.
entirety.
Oh,
Just
Yeah.
one gig. That'd be sweet.
yeah, I'll definitely be there. I might not be on stage with her, but I'll definitely. Maybe won't make it public, but I'll be there in like
Yeah.
sunglasses and
In
a
a
hoodie.
Hello Kitty outfit.
Yeah. Where's this interview gone?
I don't know.
I think we lost track in the first half, and we just haven't bothered to look to find the track again. We're just like, we'll just go with it.
Yeah. All right. So we've reached the end of the interview.
I've really enjoyed this. It's been so much fun.
Good. I'm glad. That's what we aim to do.
Yeah, I've had a really good time. I'd love to come back when I've got another single or Junction gig or both. March
Yes.
16th
Please do.
to promote.
Please come back.
I would love to, and we'll talk about some more fun stuff. But
Yes, we will.
I'm sure I'll have another few things to talk about. I could play guitar. I could do that.
Yeah,
next
but
time.
I'd want to make the most of it and film it and stuff. Yeah. We'll make a big deal about it.
All right.
So when you do your next single,
I'll come in and play it on
Yeah.
guitar.
yeah, we'll do a session. Now, where can everyone follow you on social media? You've been dying
yeah.
to do this plug.
Right, so I mean, I'll say it again at my gig at the Junction on March 16th, which you should definitely come down to. I haven't actually plugged that the tickets are available on ticketsource.co.uk / I think it's Anthony hyphen Rubery, as in rubbery but with one B, hyphen music. Anthony's got a H in it after the T. So Anthony hyphen rubbery but with one B hyphen music. Ticketsall.co.uk/Anthony Rubery music. You can get tickets for my gig. It's on Friday. Yeah. It's on Friday, March the 16th, and you should definitely be there. And there, back on track, I will tell you that my social media, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, using the exact same thing. So forget the hyphens, drop them and just search Anthony Rubery music. Anthony with a H after the T, Rubery is in rubbery with one B, and you'll find me. And please follow me. I'm going to be dropping all of my stuff in the next few months through that. I've got a video and a song coming out on March 16th. I'm playing at the Junction. I've already talked about this.
Podcast is going to be, isn't it?
Listen, I forgot. You distracted me, and now I've forgotten what I've already plugged, so I'm just plugging it all just to cover myself.
It's definitely covered.
It's covered.
And guess what? We'll put it in the description as well.
There you go. It's going to be in the description.
It's going to be in the...
Don't just edit all of this out.
Yeah.
Guys, just look in the description. It's all going to be there. Follow me, like me, support me, please. Listen, I've got to pay rent. I've already spent the student loan on a snake. Yeah, plug. I think I'm done.
Yeah,
I think
we're done.
Oh, we're done. Oh, yeah. Go on, I'll have a biscuit.
We got to find you a biscuit.
Bring one for Nathan as well. Nathan, keep that in. Nathan's an inside joke. He came to another radio session and didn't get a biscuit, so he wants one.
Oh, okay. Thank you to my guest, Anthony Rubery.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been an adventure.
It's been a journey. Yeah,
it has been a journey. You can follow Local Distortion on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We do loads of stuff on Instagram. Probably way too much, but it's what Instagram's for, innit? Spamming people. And obviously subscribe to this awesome YouTube channel because we've got loads of interviews, acoustic sessions, and just great content. And we'll have a future session featuring you as well.
I can vouch for that. It's quality content.
And we also have t-shirts as well, which help support the channel, and they're available
I'd hold
for
it up to the
12
channel.
quid.
Who's the channel? I'd hold it up to the not the video.
There is no video.
I'd hold it up to the camera, but there isn't one, so forget about it.
But you can confirm there is a t-shirt.
There is a t-shirt. It's really cool. It's like a triangle in a circle, and it says, "We are the alternative," and it's got Local Distortion in massive words. It's just sick. You'll see it on Instagram.
That was a great audio description of it.
Yeah. I'm good at stuff like that.
Yeah. But they're available for £12. So if you message us directly, we can send them out to you as well. Or pick them up at Local Distortion gigs as well, because we put on gigs.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do. All right. Thank you.
Sick. We're done. Me or Grassroof? Who got it? Who got the best interview? Because I'm literally going to sit here. I'm going to sit there and watch it with them and make sure they watch it.
Probably they edged it a little bit.
Damn! Because they dropped the C-bomb.
Yeah. And the fashion report.
Oh yeah, and they called Matt at work.
Yeah. What are you wearing?
Oh my god, we've got biscuits. We've got a whole plate of biscuits.
You want to take a picture of that?
Yes, let's go on my Instagram.
Right. Take a picture.
If I hold that and you hold the t-shirt.